I lost over 450,000 US dollars, I cannot pay the bank, I will lose my home soon, I'll become homeless, suicide is the only way out for me. Declare bankruptcy before even contemplating suicide, depending on your state. You may qualify for equity exemptions that allow you to keep the house as long as you get a job. You will get through this. We all will. The most important part is to not give up. For what it's worth, my parents filed for bankruptcy and were able to keep their house and car. There are always options. Don't give up. My parents did the same thing. Not upvoting that your parents had to file, but that they made it through such a hard and tough time. They really did make it through. It took a few years, but they're finally financially independent. I watched my parents do the same. Dad was out of work for several years with injuries. And mom was working a minimum wage job as the only income for 3 people. Add to this some medical bills she had. And even working 70+ hours a week driving herself into the ground could hardly keep us afloat. I remember eating various iterations of pinto beans for nearly 3 years. Bean soup, bean cakes. Putting different condiments, usually swiped from a gas station or restaurant, on various versions of beans to change the taste. I got a crash course in side hustles just trying to add money to her pay to keep us afloat, and I was in 8th/9th grade when this happened. Learned how to work on cars as dad physically couldn't. And we couldn't afford to have hers in the shop. Etc. etc. Ended up with my parents divorcing eventually. Finances exacerbated other issues. Lost contact with my father. But mother recovered in probably 3 to 4 years, and it wasn't nearly as bad as we thought going into it. She is doing better now than I can ever recall her doing in my lifetime, and I'm 35 now. Didn't lose any assets or anything like that from filing. And rebuilding her credit history wasn't hard at all. Why did your parents buy Luna? Years later all of this will be just a bad memory. Your health is worth way more than $450,000. Like at least $800K. I shouldn't laugh given the situation, but the arbitrary $800K figure made me chuckle. It's not arbitrary, it's the index that tracks the market value of vital organs on the open market. Only problem is the heart and brain are 55% dominance here. Dude, read the room. That's the best joke at the worst time. Many people come back from bankruptcy. My parent both did, and one of them twice. If you kill yourself you waste whatever is left of your working years. Don't. There are people who love you regardless of your wealth. Please get some help. Don't be alone for a while. If you kill yourself you waste whatever is left of your working years. What? Can you expound please? Because this sounds dystopian. Don't kill yourself because you still have more to give to the greater good. Like, what? Am I misreading? Prithee do tell. If a person can make $500,000 for the rest of their lives, killing themselves just lost it for their family and people around them. This is on top of the happiness that they will eventually bring. And you are right, contribution to society after this many years. There's so much a person can give back, especially lessons to people who they can help in the future. This is not the end. Kudos for this quote. I was horrible with credit cards in my 20s. I was paid well but quickly ended up drowning in debt. About $65K by 27 I declared BK to resolve it. It thankfully was a pretty painless process. I filed it myself cut. To me at 50 I've recovered financially way more than I could have ever imagined and just paid off the last of my CC debt that I accrued over time. I'm retiring in 3 months too. The lessons learned in a BK are huge. It's not a failure like some may think. It's a reboot. This don't take your life. LOL. Imagine gambling in digital money then pulling the bankruptcy card when it all goes poof and getting to keep your house as long as you get a minimum wage job. After 2 months in a wonderful beach hostel in a tropical country that costs $8 a night, sitting around a fire with awesome travelers, you will realize this was all just a bad dream. That time around the fire can't be bought with money, just with time and a tiny amount of money easily earned. Trust me, wait it out. And as hard as it is to imagine, you will one day realize you are better off. The wonder of life is not money or property. It is a sea breeze with friends. Those two things are free to those who make themselves open to them. Bro, you said it can't be bought with money. In the same sentence you said it's $8 a night. And how did he get to that tropical country? Swim. You're kind of right. Though I was just referring to the other parts of the experience. Also shout out to those for whom $8 is actually a challenge. That is those from other economies. But I think my point stands. In addition, a tent on a beach in an awesome place can also be sweet, and you'll still be around a fire with new friends in a lot of places. LOL, right? And if $8 per night A couple friends and a campfire is all anyone needs. Then why are people here trying to get a windfall? Which country is that? Sounds like the Philippines. Hostels are cheap and it's beautiful. Thank you, will look into it. I didn't had 450k or a house. I work and I rent a house. So you are in a similar situation as mine now. I am happy with my life. So can you. Except you're probably not 450k in debt. Probably he will not be in debt if they take his house. Have to agree, there were many years where I struggled to find $50 and was significantly happier than when the money was flowing in. File bankruptcy, rent a room or find a GF/BF to shack with. Grind however you can and prepare for the next bull cycle. Buy your house back, it's that easy. Don't end your life. It's $450,000, not $450. Just hit a 1000x on the next cycle, it's easy. Hey man, money is just money. Life is much more than that. Declare bankruptcy and start afresh. I lost 90k lower amount, but man it hurts. Man, I feel for you guys. I'm over here mad because I spent $80 on some trash weed yesterday. Keep your heads up. It did not get you high or what? As somebody who has always been a crypto skeptic, I have to ask, did you guys simply tune out all critics? The abuse launched by this community to anybody who raised questions was awful. We literally tried to warn you. Whatever you're going through, suicide is not going to solve anything. You will only hurt those you love. Talk to your banker and work out a deal, bro, like that dude from Fire Festival. Your life is precious, even to us. Yes it is, it's worth so much more than money. Hang in there, friend. It's not worth it. Wealth is impermanent, but your life is. You have life left to live. I am from Singapore. Don't give up. I have a friend who faced similar situation as you at his early 20s. He chose not to give up and went to seek help. He overcame the hardship and is now leading a good life. My $1.75 evaporated. I'm completely numb. All we can do is hope that this coin rebounds in a short period of time. Give the project team time to straighten things out. My dude, things will get better, I promise. Unfortunately it's a lesson learned, but a very rough one. Suicide is never the way and you can never take it back. Your life is precious and you'll make that money back. Human life is the ultimate gift in this world. It has way more value than all the money in the world. Don't kill yourself, bro. Hard lesson learned. Invest in Bitcoin next time. No shitcoins. Take a deep breathe. I'm 53 now. Been in a lot of life train wrecks. Made lots of mistakes. But there is always a way forward. Sure, this is not popular to say on this forum, but there is always Jesus and he has gotten me through worse. Some bad decision making and this whole crypto thing can lend itself into people getting in over their heads. It's a painful learning lesson that will have consequences. But when you look back 5 years from now, I can almost guarantee that by squaring up against this experience, seeking GD in the process and learning to live and/or how you go about life differently, even 3 years from now, you will be so much stronger and glad you hung in there. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. I'll be praying for you and all in your position right now. I just left $500,000 on the table and watched it evaporate and really could have used it. It was gains but extremely painful. More money than I have ever had. But no way is it worth my life. An adventure and path you don't know is ahead of you. Please take it, I pray. If you take the path I took, I'll see you in eternity. 1 Corinthians 2:9. I lost the same amount of money. Also felt suicidal, but it has been 20 months post that. I am still paying my loans and my home mortgage, had to take it to clear some of my bank debts. But another 16 months and I'll be a free bird. In the meantime I've started working on new projects that appeal to me and I couldn't be any happier. Life goes on, brother. I don't know how I have been clearing my debts over the last 20 months. But first you've to believe in yourself. It took a while for me to regain self-confidence. And it'll take some time for you too, but giving up ain't a solution ever. Gratitude is my parents. And my sibling are all that matters to me now. I spend more time at home these days. Chilling with them. Spend time with your loved ones as much as possible. Only that can help you overcome this situation and help find a silver lining. Sending all the positivity in this world to you. Wishing you all the best, brother. This is the time to learn and grow, not otherwise. You're better than that. Your money is not your life. It's merely been proof of effort you've made. File for bankruptcy and figure the means out to reset yourself. Nobody's gonna get you your life back. You have to take it back. All that money means nothing if you're not willing to get back up if you lost it all. Hashtag bro, call the bank and file for bankruptcy. There is nothing they can do about it. What will they do? They can't do anything about it. And you're not the first person who has filed for bankruptcy. In fact, this is common and happens to many people. Hashtag stay strong and you will regain everything. Might even get more. Life is worth more than stupid coins and paper, bro. Take a look outside, breathe in the fresh air, and listen to the sound of birds quirking in the wind. There is much more to life than this, my friend. Hashtag stay strong, we will all make it in the end. Love. I know I'll get downvoted for this, however I do not feel sorry for you. We have seen this time and time again. People putting all their money into crypto or stocks, or taking loans to invest in crypto or stocks. It's FG gambling. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. What part of don't invest what you can't afford to lose did you not get? And now you are gonna kill yourself and crush everyone around you who care about you. How monumentally stupid and selfish. Man up, bruh. A little perspective from me who's fighting to live as I fight pancreatic cancer. Please know that when I was diagnosed, my whole life changed as well as my perspective in life. Money doesn't matter to me anymore. Just waking up to see another day is a blessing, and the things we take for granted all of a sudden mattered. Please don't take your own life because of finances. At least you can live another day to make things right. I, on the other hand, don't have much time left, and I would rather deal with your issues than to know my life has been cut short due to cancer. My message to you is, while you're looking for a way to end it, I wish I can find a way to extend my life. Some of us have it worse. Cherish each and every day. It's easy. There is a little known app that pays you 20% interest. App Anchor Protocol. Just work, save and store all your money in Anchor. You'll be back on your feet in no time. Please endure. It really sucks but is temporary. Just keep swimming. Never ever invest things you cannot afford to lose. First off. Second, you can file bankruptcy, request extension on payments, etc., etc. This is the wrong way out. It's pyramid play. A few run with the money of others. They have exploited naive and greedy people very successfully. Not sure if this post is for real. Life is a beautiful journey with some hard lessons learned. Regardless of money, you're the same person you were and are with or without money. There is always a way to survive. It's how we're built. Don't give up. Try to step outside of the emotion. See the bigger picture. Don't let money define you. I said a prayer for you and best of luck. They can cook you but they can't eat you. A poor existence is better than no existence. Stay strong, buddy. Life is much bigger. Blood on the shillers and dues hands. Just don't do it. This is not the way. Lost $500 and was PD support thread for sure. So sorry for everyone that lost ton life. Irreplaceable money, replaceable. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification. See you on another video. Bye.